You can always expect in an event like the Trump attempted assassination that social media is gonna make it somehow worse. You don't generally expect that the guy who owns the social media is gonna make it worse, but now Elon Musk does. And so here is what Leon decided to do. He posted this. After Doge designer said why they want to kill Donald Trump, the richest man in the world responded to that crypto account and said, and no one is even trying to assassinate Biden Kamala. Now, that might seem chilling to you that the richest man in the world, who's a financial backer of Donald Trump and a conspiracy theorist with not a single brain cell functioning, would say that. It might seem kind of like a threat or encouragement. No. Because the reaction was negative, it became a joke. And so he said, turns out that jokes are way less funny if people don't know the context and the delivery is plain text. What's the context? The context is what's going on in the news. No, I know the context. I guess the context is that he's one of the most awkward, weird, desperate, cringing people in the world. It is kind of funnier with that context.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
Who could have definitely delivered that better out loud, John. That's one thing to know about. Yes, about painfully awkward people is that they're really good at delivering punchlines.
Yeah, his best case scenario for a joke is plain text. But anyway, he goes on, well, one lesson I've learned is that just because I say something to a group and they laugh doesn't mean it's gonna be all that hilarious as a post on X. Well, no, in general, that's right. Also, because you've surrounded yourself by a bunch of lackeys and toadies that laugh at anything you say. It's one of the reasons you, for some reason, believe that you're a funny person. So that's true, not just of this post, but kind of in general. Also, there have totally been attempts on the lives of Biden, Harris, her campaign staff. They're literally on trial in the case of the Biden campaign bus incident. By the way, the first guy that tried to kill Donald Trump was also Googling Biden appearances and other members of the Biden administration. He just happened to go for Trump, but he could very well have gone for Biden. So again, there's no point in fact checking him. He's second to Laura Loomer, the dumbest person in the world. But that is what he's doing as the platform owner. He is encouraging them here. Here is the sort of content I want to see on here. God, I wonder why Twitter sucks these days.
Yeah, that and the just rampant Holocaust denial memes and people with Hitler avatars, which is like, if you think I'm exaggerating, that is exactly what has been happening on X since Elon took over. You shouldn't go there because it's terrible, especially if you're Jewish and someone replies to you with those memes. He's got 200 million followers, John, almost. He's probably really pissed that he doesn't quite have 200, so like 197.8. 200 million followers. It doesn't matter he's the richest man in the world. Doesn't matter that he owns the platform. That's how many followers he has. It's massive. But this is what they do, and it's terrifying, actually, right? It is just terrifying. And I will say, if anybody tries to touch Kamala Harris, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even that in the coconut tree, but you want to see what martyrdom looks like? Oh boy, like someone who's actually popular.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's awful. It's just like, oh, and no, gee, I wonder why no one's, I'm just asking questions. John, I'm just doing what Tucker Carlson does, asking questions about the ethno-state.
We have to be better. I'm not even saying we have to be good as a species. Let's just be better than this, because this is not enough. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?